How's it going, everyone? We are back with another weekly watch list. Good evening. I'm making this video very late. It is currently 11 p.m. on a Sunday night. Just finished up just doing some review of the market, review of the charts, getting the watch list together. So today actually is my birthday, so I was spending most of the day hanging out, with my girlfriend, with some friends, and getting to this obviously much later than normal. But nonetheless, I still wanted to get it done. I was looking forward to ending the day with some good old charting and getting ready for the week. So without further ado, let's jump right in. First things first, I hope you had a fantastic week inside and outside of the market. And also on top of that, I had the entire week off last week, zero trades from me, as I was away. I was in Florida for my birthday, just kind of hanging out by the beach and trying to get relaxing a little bit, if you will. So it was very sad, though, I will say. If anyone is in that area, Bradenton, Sarasota, Tampa Bay, St. Pete, my heart goes out to you. It was very devastating to see the damage. It was very sad. And, I really hope that you're able to kind of get out of that on the most positive note as possible and recover losses. It was very sad. So that said, praying for you all, but let's head into the watch list. So looking at the charts here, I'm really liking the setups I'm seeing across the board. So starting with QQQ, okay? As you can see, we had this move down, we came up, we moved back down, we maybe set a higher low, and then we made a higher high, right? So if you take our fib tool here, okay, you can see where we bounced this first time. We came down here, had this swing low, swing high, we bounced right around the 61 fib. So it's quite a ways away right now. I think it'd be less likely that we hit it this time around. I feel like we're more likely to hit all-time high here, like make another higher low and then a new higher high. But just say we keep pulling back. I'm going to keep that 61 fib on watch at 465, okay? 50 fib as well at 471, but I will be watching that, okay? I'm not going to put it on the chart for now because it's a bit away, and also because we have more supply and demand coming up first on the lower time frames. But if you look at the daily again, you can see we came up, we flagged here. It looked like we were maybe going to break out here. We ended up coming down a lot more, but we have a little bit of a flag going here as well on QQQ. So this is a nice looking candle as well, higher volume too. So it'll be interesting to see where QQQ goes this week. If you had to ask me, it definitely looks likely that we're going to test this demand up here at this 494, 495, okay? So first areas I'm watching, supply. I meant to say supply. Again, it's late, spare me. But first things first, we have this demand zone here, this 475, 478 area. Multiple touches, previous resistance turns support. That looks very, very good for a bounce. As far as supply goes, rejects, again, we have 4-hour demand up here. We already rejected it once, now twice. So if we get over this level of 489, 490, above that, we have this previous day high at 491, but not as much of resistance as we have up here at this 4-hour and 2-hour supply up here at this 494, 495, right? And then, of course, above that, of course, I believe we have the all-time highs. We have a couple, like above that here, we have like this previous day high up here, but really we have this daily / 4-hour supply up here at the all-time high, okay? If we do end up breaking below this 477, my next bounce / demand is going to be down here at this 469. So the levels just look really, really good. If we go over to NQ, they look just as good. This is really why I like this, okay? So over on NQ, if we go to the daily, you can see a really clear level here, right? Look at that. Look at that. Resistance, resistance, resistance. Now flip support, support, support. 3 wicks to the T. Looks very, very good, okay? So, and just above it, we have this demand, 4-hour demand here. And then I hate saying the QQQ or the NQ numbers. They're just so fucking long. But for those that are watching, the NQ demands me this 1990 72. And then again, I want to see it touch the top of the demand zone for a bounce. So that level is going to be at 20,007. Okay. So, and as far as rejects go, I do have this same thing, supply zone, and then again, supply zone up here, just like it was on QQQ. So really good range we're looking at here. If we break below this, my next bounce is going to be down here around this 1950-30. But however, it's a little bit more clear on the daily. It's more so down here. We have this daily demand, right? So this daily demand would be my next bounce. In fact, let me actually, while we're here, let me get this little rectangle going here for this demand. Then again, look, just for education here, I want to see a reaction at the top of this zone. So I'm going to take my level tool, and let's make this a little bit more zoomed in. Let's bring this up just a little bit, and I'm going to want to see a reaction at the top of this candle here, right? So if we go to here and we go to the open of this candle, 19,686.75, let's see, right somewhere right here. That's where I'm going to want to see a reaction, right? So this is going to be our daily demand, right? So for supply and demand, I will make like a dotted line, green or red. And then if we take it down to the 4 hour, maybe there's 4 hour demand in there as well. There is not. Maybe there's 2 hour demand. Let's take a look. There is not. And then maybe there's 1 hour demand. Let's see. There is not. So again, just that daily demand. So if we do break below this level here, I'm looking for a reaction somewhere here at this area. Okay. So let's head over to SPY SPX. Okay, so we'll see SPY. So SPY, obviously we're very close to this all-time high. We've been in this range right here, been range bound between 575 and 565 for a bit now. So looking for a break there, but really strong demand at 565. 565 has been a really good level, previous all-time high. So break below that. Below that I have 560. Okay, and then as far as rejects go, we are in a supply zone that we did reject already previously. So we have this 4 hour supply. We came up, rejected it, came back up, rejected again. Looks like we were rejecting it once again. So above that supply, really, I'm not looking at longs. You know, as long as we're up here, I'm not looking at longs till we get over 575 and we break and retest it, and we're moving up and looking good in that way. Okay, so that's what we're looking for on SPY. Let me just real quick head back to the daily. I went over these a couple watch lists ago, but Fibonacci extension from this high to this low, we have the 161 here at 580, and then from a bigger range from this one here, from this swing high to this swing low, we have a 127 here at 580 as well. So that'll be my next reject area, as well as a whole psych number, and then the 161 for this range here up here at 600. So that's what I'm looking for on SPY. If we head over to SPX, again, always marking out previous day high, previous day low in red. So previous day high, previous day low. See how this one was so close? I just kept that on the chart. I'm not going to make another level here. And then this level here has been really good. This 5,700, it's been really active on SPX. I know we kind of blew through it a few times here with these candles, but still a whole cycle, still have some strong double wicks here. This tweezer bottom, if you will. And that looks like a good level. Underneath that though, I do have this level here, 5680, which looks really good. So I do want to keep that on watch, right? Previous all-time high, rejected it, support, and lots of wicks. So if we do get under this 5700, this 5680 looks really good for a bounce. And then next we just have another level here at this previous days. Let me see. Actually, no, this would technically, this would just be like a gap. So that's why I'm going to keep it on the chart. But since it's like, this is the high of day of this range here, this day's range, this was the high. So I'm going to actually just make this one a potential level just for like a gap here. So I always use blue levels as like, oh, potential. So if we break under this 5680, my next target is really down here at 5612, but this could be a good place to be because it is a bit of like a gap fill, if you will, on SPX. So lastly, we'll go to ES and IWM. So heading over to ES, obviously same thing as SPY. We have supply, all-time high, I get above that, and we have demand down here. So if I go over the 4 hour, so on the 4 hour, we have this demand here at this 5740. We have supply that we're currently in, all-time high supply above that. Same exact thing. If we break below this 5732, which lines up with 565 on SPY, my next level is going to be down here at 5677. It looks pretty clear, and then we have a gap down here to 5643. So lastly, wrapping things up with IWM. IWM, as you can see, we have this channel cooking up here, okay? We had this previous channel here, which broke out super nicely. I really wish I would have grabbed a swing on this, but I didn't. I don't want to miss my opportunity on this time around, so I will be watching this very close for this week for a small swing. We do have this really nice channel cooking up here. It looks like we're kind of breaking out of it a bit. I mean, that looks pretty good. Up, increasing volume, nice looking candle, long wick, higher volume, so looks great. We bounced, we did not bounce the 61 fib. I just have it marked. But if we keep going down, I will be watching a 61 fib. It's also a gap here, so this 212 looks really good for a bounce if we do keep heading down. Heading over to the 4-hour here, again, channel, that's going to be the main area I'm watching. I want to see us break above this channel, and then really above that, like I know we have 4-hour supply here at 221, and then we have all these previous day highs, but these just don't hold up as much as these higher level supply zones. So really the next one I'm looking at is where we rejected previously, which was this 225 supply. We had this massive supply zone here, came up, rejected it, sent us all the way back down here to 215. It's on the daily as well. I mean, it's a huge zone. Like this is a massive, it's 228 to 225, 224 is a massive supply. So if we do break above this, I'm looking to test up to this 225, 228 as well. So as far as the lower time frames, we have again that 4-hour supply, 4-hour and 2-hour supply here at this 220 area. My bounce is going to be the previous day low here at this 217. Below that, I have 215. And we do have this nice area, as you can see here, this potential one, if you will. So it's staying on the chart. Had some nice touches across the board, support, then turn to resistance, support again. So this is going to be the previous day high. This is the previous day low, but I do like this in between. So if we're above it, I'm favoring a move up to the supply. If we're below it, favoring a move back down to support the previous day low. But we are getting above these trend lines here, this channel, if you will. So I am going to be watching that really close in IWM. All right, just to take a look at the weekly here in IWM. You know, again, it looks pretty strong there. And heading over to the monthly as well. Let's see. I mean, check that out. Look at these two disgustingly long wicks. It does look good for a move up. Looks like a lot of accumulation is happening here on IWM. So good news for the small cap gang. So that's going to wrap it up. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, got something out of it. If you did enjoy, please consider dropping a like, dropping a comment, sharing. So even subscribing to the channel, it would mean everything to me. If not, no big deal. Appreciate you watching anyways. And I'm wishing you all a great week inside and outside of the market. And I'll see you in the next video.